Oops, there we go. That's almost got my mic. What a great little pop on this SQL. Great little pop up on this stock. I saw a bunch of you guys jumping into this morning. Man, look at this beautiful stock. $1 to $2. Damn, what a great run up on that stock right there. I just want to show you guys a couple of things really quick. Just want to bring up level 4 right here. This was a pretty awesome view right here. Just want to show you what happened. So this stock started building a ladder effect. Buyer. This guy got all freaked out. He even pulled his order. Okay. Then it was somebody at $1.60. He pulled his order. For some of you that are in our alert service and on our Twitter service, we did post the news. Basically, it says shares are trading higher after a company announced an establishment to a 2-year cooperative research and development agreement with the United States Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Whatever the hell that means, stock were up 250%. What a great news, that stock. A lot of you guys, and you know what popped up right early this morning? I know a lot of you saw it right around here, right around 7:30, which is when we start trading. And listen, right around 8 o'clock, everybody should have saw the time ticking, and that was awesome. So you know what? I'd love to see the chats in the trading room. Let me know if you were in it. Let's talk about it, but we'll come back to it. Want to talk about what happened yesterday. So look, she's making a nice little pop right now. It looks like that. Ooh, nice. All right. Anyway, let's talk about some of the stocks that we traded yesterday, okay? And then we'll talk about some new ones that are moving this morning. So anyway, Bed Bath & Beyond had a great run up yesterday. Just look at this. This stock had a huge pop up. What a great afternoon run for everyone here. Stock started moving right around 11 o'clock, and I think a lot of us probably didn't take it seriously around 320. Stock went to about 360. Not bad, but then all of a sudden, right around 1 o'clock, and it's weird, we're starting to get in these big moves right here. Right around 11 o'clock, the stock started, what was that, 1 o'clock? Stock went from about 360 and shot up all the way to 480, and it ran all the way up to 680. This right here, just on the single day, was up over 100%. Now, us here, we don't like to talk about and brag and say, you know what, we had a stock that was up 200%, 300%. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but because, oh yeah, that's what it was. Did you buy it 3 days ago? Did you buy it a week ago? And now you think, no, this is actually was in our trading room. I know a lot of you traders traded it, did pretty well on it, and then obviously once the market, it did a nasty shake though, right around when it got around the close. But look at that really good move right there. At 2:30, when we did the afternoon meeting, I know it was on the watch list for you. Everyone should have got, should have been in it. It was a great Fausto flag that you could see right there. Great little pop, did awesome. So that one did pretty well. Now remember, it was all the meme stocks. GameStop did the same thing, 22 to 24. AMC, same crap right here. Boom. 3 o'clock, it ran from like 640 all the way to 720. So all the meme stocks did pretty well. Now, another stock that I want to point up, a whole new industry that was doing really well for us, and I think now it's probably starting to slow down a little bit because I know a lot of you are asking me, is it still good as a swing trade? But AI, we did really well with AI. You could see the stock had a big pop early in the morning, snapped up there to $31. If you look here on the long-term chart, the stock did unbelievable. It went from like $10 all the way to 30. That's basically up 300%. And, and with that, there was a couple of other AI stocks, SOUN, another AI stock, BBAI, another AI stock. Look at these charts on these things. These things were at 50 cents, $2, things up almost at 6. So all those AI stocks did really well. And it's funny, I had the stations on day long. I was just watching, they were talking a little bit about, U.S. companies putting a lot of money in China AI, but they're not talking about the stocks yet, okay? So, now you're going to probably start hearing them talking about little by little. And when they start talking about it, you might get a little bit of a push, but then we're going to come back down. Now, they made some really nice runs. I would be a little cautious right now, but AI is obviously definitely the future. More and more people are talking about it. Whatchamacallit, Chat AI came out right around November. That's when these things started picking up a little bit, but they made a hell of a run. But listen, that's the industry. That's the industry that we trade. We don't care what these companies might be. Listen, AI freaks me out. I don't know about you guys, but it really does. You ever watch the movie Terminator, for crying out loud? That's just a movie. No BS. That's not that can really happen, you know. But it's incredible how smart it is, you know. Um, but you know what? As traders, a lot of companies made some big investments into it, and these stocks obviously did pretty well. I'm not here to talk about the movie Terminator and tell you, you know, and start telling you how nervous I am about it. But listen, all I know is that us as traders, people always ask me, like this weekend, I met an old friend of mine that was a stockbroker. I got him actually into the business. We went to school together, and he's still doing it. And you know, and I'm like, and you know, obviously, who deals with stockbrokers? But yeah, you know, listen, there's still a market for stockbrokers. Some people really like them. He does pretty well. But you know, even him, he's like, you know, how do you find these stocks before they move? I'm looking to this. I'm looking. I mean, they'll have stories. I'm like, you know what? We know the stories before the stories come out because as traders, they position themselves into the position, and then they tell their brokers and their stations, and boom, that's when these stocks make their move. So it's funny, but you guys don't realize it. But we're like the. I always tell everyone we're the Marines. We're the first ones that go in, and then they bring the Navy, the Air Force, you know, the Army. So we're kind of the Marines as day traders. So we see what happens, and then all of a sudden everybody else figures out what's going on. But let's go back and let's talk about what's going on for today because there is some good stocks that are moving today. I want to hop over here on SQL again. I see a lot of people logging in late. I don't know why you guys are logging in late. Listen, early bird gets the money. How many times I got to tell you that? So SQL is moving pretty nicely. I was checking out over here on level 4. I'm seeing a couple of big things that are making some decent pops right here. There you see that big buyer right here show up about 60 cents, but that's old news. This stock is, you know, listen, it's holding here pretty strong. Now, I told you, I don't know how to interpret the news. You know, like some people ask me, well, just because of that news right there, is that really big news? Like, it really make a big difference? I mean, that's why you can't analyze the news, but for somebody, that means a lot, you know? So we're going to keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that stock right there. That one's on the watch list. Now, does everybody know what's going on tonight? Let's see if everybody did their homework. What's going on tonight? Does anybody know? I'm going to test all of you right now. Any Fed comments? Biden is talking. Very good. Okay. I'm surprised some of you on YouTube don't know this and all the social media networks. Right. So he's got the State of the Union today. All right. Now, listen, you're going to watch him. You're going to watch him. You don't want to watch him because you don't like him. You love him, whatever it is. That's not the point. As a trader, he's going to give you basically tips on, or let's go tips, hints, where he's got the next year going into. Now, obviously, he's going to be going to an election year, all right? But you're going to hear what he's going to talk about as things that he wants to do, you know, going into the new year. Now, if you listen from last year, you would have known all these things that he brought up made certain companies, certain stocks, certain industries make big moves. Not certain stocks, but just the industry, which leads into certain stocks. So you want to keep an eye on it. I know he's going to talk about fentanyl. I mean, the border. I don't know how we're going to make money on that. I think he says he's going to talk a little bit about, you know, I don't know if he's going to talk about the Green New Deal. Let's see if he's going to talk a little bit about that. But you don't have to watch it. You'll get recaps on it. When you log in the morning here at Cybertrain University, log in early, we're going to know a little bit after watching all the financial stations where they're going to be leading to, and we're probably going to see those stocks moving in the morning anyway. So, you know, these are pivotal moments where you have to be prepared to come to work because, and I'll tell you why, I personally don't see that much moving around this morning. You know, there's really not that much moving this morning. I mean, I went through the watch list, and regarding about CSQ, the SQL, I mean, KPRX, gapped up pretty big, you know, not really moving that much. It's got a couple, you know, it's channeling within from $5 to $5.50. You know, you can see it on the chart. I see the orders out there. You know, you see them popping in and out. So, I mean, listen, sometimes this will make a pop, but like I said, I was shopping and I was going through the watches. I didn't see that much out there. I mean, the stock's up 26%, but it's on its way down. VS gapped up yesterday, obviously probably from earnings. You know, now it's trending down. LIZI, 17%, flatline. Here's one of the AI stocks. This one's moving. I mean, this one I probably will put it more on the top of the list because we're doing pretty well on AI stocks, but pretty damn volatile. Went from 460 down to 420. Now it's going back up there. I got to check and see who's out there on. I got to see where the orders are. Where the high frequency trades. You got to load it up. Yeah, give me a second here. Okay, this one looks pretty cool. I like this one. This one looks good. Yeah. So you can see right here, there's some big orders that showed up right around here. You got 28,000. I see that 420, and then right here, right around $4.75, you got about a 49,000 share seller. When he showed up, look what happened. It tanked, but he pulled his order. I know he's out there. We teach this in class. You got and like I said, for some of you on the social media channel, join our trading room. You'll get some of the videos that will show you a couple of techniques and strategies, what that guy's actually doing. But I got no time to explain it now because I only got 3 more minutes before we're done here. Let me just go through the list. ZYSZ, that one had a great pop back down. I mean, there's a lot of stocks of 14%, but the charts and the movement. Don't think this is a joke, but we call this stock Biden, BIDU. So Baidu, you call it Biden, whatever you want to call it. This is actually, once again, moving pretty nicely, but we're not trading it. All right. Lucky, when we trade, we don't even know the names of these companies. We just spell it out, what we think, how it sounds. Some people are like, what? That's not really the name. Lucky, is that really it? And they're like, no, that's just how we actually spell a stock when we actually see it. Because some of these names are tremendous. We don't know these names. So this stock is moving pretty decent. This BGRY, nice trend from yesterday, nice push going up. 700,000 shares, cheap, very inexpensive. Let me check out and see what's going on level 4. Get some data on this. Big seller just showed up right here. Yeah, the guy got done. You see how the stock is going down right here from $1.80? Everybody notice that? Now it dropped to $1.70. I'll bring this up a little bit bigger. You see that right there? The reason why is there was a big order out here, and he was out there for 64,000. You see how he got executed? See the bottom bar? That's why it's going to. Listen, if you don't see these orders and know they're out there and are not prepared that once they get executed, you're gonna get yourself hurt. You're really gonna get yourself hurt. Listen, BBBY is coming down. This is what you call a short squeeze. Unfortunately, we can't short it, but it is coming up to some support levels. So I don't know. Probably have to jump back into this stock. We'll see. That took a hell of a hit. All these stocks moved pretty nicely yesterday. All these old winners from yesterday. This stock is up pretty big, but it's flatline. Almost looks like a buyout. KNNO. This stock was a $9 stock. Looks like it's moving up pretty decently. 2 million shares. It's not bad. We traded this stock before. Everybody remembers this stock. We traded back in September. The stock ran from like 5 to 9. And then we remember this stock was a great short. Ran from 8 to like 4. That stock was a pretty fun stock. Lace, a little expensive. Not expensive, but these are all the stocks. Those are all Chinese. Looks like the Chinese stocks are moving. Tal, these are all the education. EDU moving also. Probably EDU. EDU's up 50 cents. Stock took a little bit of a hit. That pretty much does it. Now, yes, and Powell is speaking today, Ron, but I don't know exactly more he could say what he already just said already, but we're going to keep an eye on that. Should cause some volatility. All right, listen, we got about 15 minutes till the market opens up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks right here. So we'll just basically, we'll play it by ear with these stocks. Remember, when we start trading, when the market opens up, traders, we always find new stocks that do show up. So some of these stocks are not going to be doing anything, but this is just what we did so far in pre-market. But congratulations to a lot of you that traded that stock, SQL. For some of you that got into it, you did pretty well on it. You probably should be done for the day. I mean, so if you did, that's what's the beauty about pre-market. YouTube, everybody on social media that's watching it right now, we're going to be doing Traders Talk at 11 o'clock, and we're going to broadcast live at about 10 o'clock also for the live trading room. So just make sure you are subscribed to our channel, like us, friend us, get those alerts, and then basically you can see what we're doing. And it's Cyber Group members, let's get ready for the open. So remember, It's kind of quiet right now. We got about 15 minutes. Go get ready. Let's get ready for the market to open up, and we'll do a lot. And we're going to start broadcasting commentary once the market opens up. All right, guys. Good luck today. Happy trading, and we'll see you in just a few more minutes. Be safe.